Is he gonna really kick that ball that far? Are you kidding me? That's hilarious. Enjoying my reactions, but you don't feel like waiting a week for the next upload? That's cool, because I got you covered. Chances are, by the time you watch this show on YouTube, I'll already have the full seasons available over on Patreon in their complete unedited glory. All you gotta do is become a Tier 2 patron. And if you just so happen to be a viewer who wants to request things from me, such as movies and shows, then you can take your loyalty even further by becoming a Tier 3 patron. The ball is in your court, and I'm completely at your service, so take advantage of these opportunities now. Yo, what's going on, you guys? This is your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer, here with me, myself, and I on the ones and twos, and this is We Ain't Seen It Reactions, the place where I react to everything I've never seen. And if you read by the title, you know what time it is. It's time to whip out those magnifying glasses and do some investigating with Detective Conan. Yes, last time we left off, we found ourselves at a ski resort and we were locked in, or should I say snowed in. Yeah, that's right, a blizzard was happening, and you know, we thought we were doing things for our right cause because we had these old elementary school teachers, and you know, everything seemed to be going fine and dandy, but one school teacher was missing, and that guy was discovered to be a culprit in a larger scheme of things. Not necessarily a culprit in the things that transpired, such as to Sanaka getting strangled almost to death, should I add, but one of the people who just so happened to be the victim in this case was also the culprit behind another victim that was, you know, like part of a staged unalive situation. I can't use the S word up in this. I try to avoid that, especially on the YouTube side of things, because once this thing goes up, I don't want this to be like blacklisted. But you know, when a person takes their own life, this little girl who was a very good student, you know, she wanted to do the right thing, only to discover that these teachers were actually giving kids good grades when they didn't necessarily deserve it. I guess she got too close to the sun. She found out more than she should have, and these teachers essentially staged some kind of plan to unalive her. Yeah, and I guess the main teacher that just so happens to be the culprit that killed the teacher that convinced the other student to take her own life, you know, she was the main culprit behind the whole scenario as well. You know, this is so fucking confusing. I don't even know how to say it, but you know what I'm talking about. Like the teacher, you know, the one that had the long hair, she felt like she needed to avenge her favorite student's death, you know, so she did that by way of choking out this guy with her own hair, mind you. That was very interesting, even though I think it was a wig, if I'm not mistaken. Also, this would be our first appearance of the black silhouette that will be used throughout the series as it goes on. You know, like I have noticed that thing so much in passing, and funny enough, in the recent episode of Magic Kaido 1412, they also showed the black silhouette. So I like how I'm watching both of these respective shows that exist in the same universe. You know, I'm seeing things back to back. You know, it's almost like a birth by fire type of situation where I'm jumping into this Detective Conan universe and I get a chance to bear witness to the things that I've seen in Conan first and then see them later on in Magic Kaido 1412. So yeah, very good. But anyways, guys, you know how we like to do. In order to stay consistent with the manga, we're going to trim that filler fat and we're going to skip ahead to episode 86. Which is titled Kidnap Locating Case. Apparently this wasn't an episode, or should I say a chapter from the manga particularly, so it wasn't made by Aoyama-san. It's essentially from a special manga, and I didn't know if I wanted to skip it or not, but since this is essentially a one-off episode, and the next episode after this, which is going to be episode 91, is going to be a one-off episode, why not just combine the two together and just go for it? Because if I'm not mistaken, 96 is going to be that special episode that's going to be about 40 plus minutes long. So yeah, let's just go ahead and kill two birds with one stone, so I won't have to worry about, you know, trying to connect episode 96 to something. So yeah, let's do this with the kidnap locating case. Here we go. Uh-oh. We have a judo match. Alright, Ren. What is she just meditating right now? Is she just plotting something? Oh yeah, there's her gi. Oh god. Squeakers. Yeah. I don't want to get my face punched in, so I don't have a choice. You can't. Yosh! Iron Mind and Fist. Boom! Yeah, she's ready. Is that thing gonna collapse? Oh, wow. Tremble in fear, kids. Are you just gonna leave school? Oh god, who's that, Genta? What is this? A walkie-talkie or... Wide band receiver? Man, that Radio Shack shit. No, not at all. We're just kids. Exactly. You need to go. They're gonna find somebody talking about something suspicious. Let's see. Of course. Really? Can we really trust this though? What if it's like some kind of stage play or some shit that they picked up on? Right, what is he gonna do? Boy, y'all just depend on him for everything. Yosh! It's time to spring into action, boys. Lord Junko. Okay, so this is real. Yeah, he's gotta be. This guy just sounds like a creeper. Oh! Nutty? No. Probably revenge. So he's got to be near a construction site. Aww! Yeah, let's do it, man. I mean, we have one clue. Yeah, what about that sound? Sounds like they're in heavy traffic or something. Okay, but where? A train, nice. Okay. Baker line. Why? What do you see? Okay. There's a lot of fucking satellites though. I was just gonna say. Moshi moshi. Let's do it. Why though? What is with you, my guy? Oh, so he's just in. He's trying to embarrass this guy. Hey, girls. You like what you see? Okay, so I take it that this culprit is like some kind of guy that got bullied in school or something? Blazers. Oh. Really? Okay, post time skip. Ayumi, let's go. Right? The hell? Okay, that's that sound from that thing that was pounding earlier. It's gotta be the construction site that we saw earlier in the episode. Yeah. Boom. Dum. Pilot driver. What? You see it? Alright guys, so yes, this right here is definitely a kidnapping case that involves around like some kind of revenge. Like the kidnapper seems like a guy that was tormented during his high school days, and now he seems hell-bent on embarrassing the person that he's kidnapped, daughter, or the daughter's father. You know, that's who he's hell-bent on embarrassing, you know. I don't know how this is gonna play out. It just seems like a straightforward episode, you know, not too, I don't want to say too meticulous. The Junior Detective League, they pretty much do a good job of working in tandem with one another, you know, like, I like how Ayumi is essentially, you know, saying that, oh, you know, this school right here, they have the dress code where they wear sailor uniforms for the girls. And you also hear the pile driver, which I knew was going to be a clue up in this. So, yeah, man, let's see how this thing transpires, because right now it's not necessarily about any kind of murders or anything, even though it could potentially lead to that if the person, the girl's father calls the police, you know, it could lead to that. But we'll see how this goes. Hopefully they catch on to this guy before, you know, it gets to that point. So yeah, let's go ahead and get back into this, because like I said, I don't know how it's going to play out. You know, it's usually one of those guessing games, but this one right here is a little bit, I don't know, surface level. So we'll see how it goes. Let's get back into it. Okay, there's a tow truck. And what's so bad about that? Oh, really? So you lost your child? Oh, wow. I knew something bad happened to him. Wow. How did he murder him, though? Yeah. You gonna throw her off the ledge? Son. Really? Oh. Really? Alright, we're on to you. And there he goes. Alright, why don't you drop the shorts, big boy? Bear it all. How will I know? I won't even be in this life anymore. Man, this is so messed up. Okay, there's a clue. Rubber. What smells like rubber? Is there some kind of tire factory? Nice. The hell is that? Toto Tire. Wow. Saddened. Yeah. Yeah, it's like he had to be. But how are y'all gonna get up there, man? This is gonna be a miracle. Do we have time to use the elevator? Yeah. Oh, man. No! Nice. What are we gonna kick, though? What do you have? Oh, the walkie-talkie? Wow. Man. Can you hear me now, fool? Boy, that was a close one. Whew. Man, you gotta give this guy credit. He has the perfect aim. That was an awesome episode, man. Very awesome. And my phone! Sorry, Mitzi. We'll get you a new one. Maybe we'll get the professor to build you another one. What did you forget? Oh, Rand's tournament. No. Did she clean house? Yes. Yatta. Us. Special roundhouse kick. Wow. What? Yeah. Okay, man. So for an episode that came from a manga and not the original writer, that was pretty good, man. That was very, I don't know, very intense, because this is one of those situations where a murder doesn't necessarily take a place. It's not all about investigating to see what happened to get to that point. It's all about finding clues to deduce the certain I don't know, location. Yeah, the location or whereabouts of the person before they act their, their heinous act. I don't know why my brain is just all over the place today, guys. But, that's kind of indicative of how excited I was after seeing this episode, too, just to see the junior detective leave, jump into action and do what they can. I think, usually when it comes to these things, when I try to guess stuff, it's only the clues that are laid out, that are there after the murder has taken place. But with this one right here, it was more along the lines of, I don't know, like different types of measurings and stuff of that nature, like measuring the distance, which I am not good at in the slightest. That's just one of those things that I fail at miserably. So I knew it was going to just have to be one of those things that we're just going to have to wait and watch and see how they transpire. At first, I was under the impression that the guy that's doing this kidnapping was a person that was bullied, but no, it's actually a person that lost their child. The only thing that I hate about this is that we didn't get the full out explanation of why this guy did what he did. He said his daughter, she ran up to a room to do something which was usually closed by the person that he was telling to kill themselves. But, they never made it clear about, what was in that room. How exactly did she fall off? Was it just one of those things where the room, it had like a nearby cliff that she didn't notice and she just walked in and just fell right off? I don't know, man. So yeah, you can definitely tell, like, even though the writing is good for this, it's not by the original writer in the slightest, because we would usually get explanations behind those things. But anyways, if I were to rate it though, I would give it an S. Like, it's a solid story. I just wish there was more details as to why and what happened exactly, like what happened to make this girl fall, other than the door being open that was usually closed by the guy that was going to get ready to whack himself. But anyways, we don't have enough time. My camera's about to shut off, so let's say we go and jump into this next episode, guys. We're going to be skipping ahead to episode 91, which is titled The Robber Hospitalization Case. So here we go. As usual, he's been pounding back booze. I bet it stinks in there. You're late. What about the shoes? Did he not put his shoes on? Oh, you missed it. Sir, I'm afraid you're in critical condition. Right. How lame. That's hilarious. Shut up. You're right. Really? How long has he been in there for? Shut up. Who is that? A car accident. Oh. Bad back. You gotta stop drinking those sodas. I hope this guy isn't trying to poison his dad to death. Oh lord. He just put something in his drink. Trying to kill him slowly? Oh god. Really? Man, what's with this dude? He is so creepy. And this guy. Okay, so they're in cahoots with one another? Lord. Yeah, we're gonna have to look into this dude, man. He up to something. What if he's the guy? It look cool down there. Yeah, so you have to see something, bro. You weren't just trembling. I wonder. Okay, you probably gonna go steal from yourself. This is so weird. Oh wow, he has a fucking radio listening in on him. He's probably getting extorted. He's probably getting extorted by this dude and the dude in the hospital bed. They're probably holding this girl at ransom too, like they're holding her hostage or something. They're probably trying to get him to kill his dad. Okay, yeah. Yeah, they're holding his daughter at hostage. We just saw them doing it earlier. And these are all the shooters. And she's not even aware of it, man. That sucks. Cream puffs? The fuck am I gonna do with this? Are they poisonous? Or maybe they're gonna... Yeah, they're probably gonna get him to kill that dude laying in the hospital bed. Maybe they're trying to tie up those loose ends. I don't like this, man. Okay, so let's try to deduce what's going on here. At first, I was under the impression that this guy who just so happens to be visiting his dad was maybe like one of the bank robbers, but no, it seems like he was a key witness in this whole situation. And one of the shooters that got into a car accident just so happens to be in the same room with his father. And I feel like these other guys, they're the bank robbers as well, and they want him to kill the guy who was one of their accomplices that's currently laying in the bed that's trying to heal up, because I guess they could their cover could be blown by this guy. I don't know. That's what I'm getting from it, you know, because we noticed at the beginning that there were some peculiar characters, you know, like what's his name, Yoshio. He essentially, you know, he was walking around, he was looking very deterred, like somebody was holding something over him, you know, like they had something over him that could potentially be at risk. And we see those other mysterious figures talking to this little girl. So yeah, I was like, okay, this girl is probably being held for leverage over somebody. And as we can see, it's because of this guy right here. And Yoshio, he has to essentially put his dad to sleep. At first I thought he was giving his dad some kind of poison, you know, maybe to mix in with his other medications, but no, it's just to put his dad to sleep, which is what we saw. But I have a nagging suspicion that his dad probably is, you know, he knows a lot more than what Yoshio thinks he knows. So yeah, it's going to be interesting seeing how they go about doing this, you know, like the daughter, she's being held hostage, but it isn't like one of those things where the daughter knows she's being held hostage. It's just one of those things like, okay, we could end your daughter right here if we want to. You better do what we tell you to do. And now, you know, it's all gonna boil down to if Yoshio essentially goes through with the plan of killing whoever they want him to kill, which I highly suspect is the one of their former, you know, accomplices that just so happened to have a wreck up in the car and got hurt, and now he's in his hospital bed with Yoshio's father. That didn't sound right. Next to Yoshio's father, but we'll see, guys. Let's go ahead and jump back into this and see how it's gonna be resolved. Here we go. Yeah, now they're trying to get him. They're trying to whack him. And this is where the car accident happens. Oh, shit. Yeah, because if this guy, if they suspect him of being one of them, he could potentially snitch on everybody. Wow, they know. They know. That's hilarious. Uh-oh. Inspector, you heard it. Yeah, why don't you just go ahead and let him know what's going on, man, so you can... Please tell him. Just let him know. Is this guy in cahoots with the... Oh, God, no. They're everywhere. Boy. Well, change of plans, Yoichi. Change of plans. Did you hear that? Your daughter could get whacked if you don't do what we told you to do. I can't stand these creepers. Don't fall into the urinal. How is it our fault? You're the one who broke your leg in the first place like an idiot. I don't know why those idiots just won't go in there and kill. They're already in the same vicinity. It's like, I guess they don't care to be recognized by the police. Yeah, unfortunately. Using the cream puff gun. I wonder if that's like a reference to getting creamed. Yeah, they got eyes all over him, man. They just know like his every moves. Yeah, that's fucked up. They're gonna, yeah, because they know you could snitch on them. Yeah, that's what I was originally thinking, that he could be a spy. Let's do this. There you go. Oh no! No better than what? Finding a fucking gun inside of a box? Heads up! Yeah. This guy. Oh, did you get him with an anesthetic needle? Nice shot. Let's go. Is he gonna really kick that ball that far? Are you kidding me? That's hilarious. That's a powerful ass shoe. Like how her eyes are still open. You just squeeze her tight. Squeeze till she can't breathe anymore, why don't you? Yeah. You guys were just up there with the ball. What the hell? That's hilarious. Yoko-san. Really, bro? I know she's irritated with him. Like, how could I have this incompetent buffoon as a father? He's gonna break his other leg. Like, oh no! Whatevs. Oh man, that was hilarious. But guys, that right there was episode 91, which is titled The Robber Hospitalization Case. So yeah, this one right here was a pretty easy one to deduce that, yeah, in fact, that Yoshio was being extorted to kill the guy that was left over, you know, the actual driver who essentially had a wreck, you know, because he got into the hospital, and even though they didn't suspect him of being a robber, there was always a chance that he could be found out. And, you know, by proxy, if he were to get taken in and questioned, he could potentially give the identities away of his accomplices, you know, in this whole robbery. So, you know, his friends wanted to put an end to him so he wouldn't do that. And unfortunately, they were going to kill Yoshio too after he, you know, clapped this guy, which is unfortunate. It's like 3 people's lives were at risk. We had Yoshio, who was unaware that he was going to get shot after he killed the robber, and then you have the robber, and you have his daughter, whose lives were all in jeopardy. You know, I wish we could have seen a little bit more in regards to the father and what he had to say about this situation, but you know, some things are just straightforward like that. You know, it is what it is. I really enjoyed this episode, you know, because at first it made it seem like Conan wasn't necessarily in on the gist of what was going on, but later on he reveals that he's seen some things that he picked up on what could potentially be going on here, you know, because one key detail would be that Yoshio's father, he is a diabetic, and it didn't make sense for Yoshio to be bringing some sweet treats up to his father's room, you know, because that could end his father's life essentially. So yeah, I like how he was able to pick up on that, and he knew that the gun was being held up in that box. So yeah, man, awesome episode. I don't have anything else to add to it other than the fact that Kaguro continues to be the shining beacon when it comes to comedy, you know, just seeing how he ends up in these scenarios and stuff. It was nice to see that in both of these episodes, nobody was necessarily killed, you know? It's like they were gonna be killed by way of some kind of kidnapping and extortion, but no, nobody was killed up in this. So yeah, But with that said, guys, that's going to do it for us today. If I were to rate this episode, I'd give it a solid S. Really enjoyed myself with it, even though it was just so easily to deduce what was going on. It is what it is, though. That's just Detective Conan for you. You're going to have those easy cases, and you're going to have those very, very difficult cases to solve. But yeah, if there's anything that you guys liked or disliked, be sure to provide your explanation down in the comment section below. And if there's anything that I may have missed or gotten misconstrued, such as references, maybe voice actors, be sure to provide those details as well. Just don't spoil me on things to come. Just don't do that. But this is your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer. We ain't seen the reactions. I'll catch you guys on the next reaction to Detective Conan. Peace.